What's up, guys? Cejaman here, and today we're going to be doing a video. This is going to be my top 5 favorite underrated comic book movies. Now, again, this is just my opinion. You guys can, have your opinions. You don't have to like my list, but I am giving you guys my top 5 underrated comic book movies. So when you guys are done watching this video, make sure you guys leave a comment on what you think of my list, or you guys can leave down your top 5 in the description box, or I'm sorry, in the comments below. Also, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you guys have not subscribed to the channel. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me tell you guys my top 5 most underrated comic book movies. Let's get started. Now, these are in no particular order, okay, guys? I am just giving you my top 5 in no particular order. So let's get started here. Alright, guys, number 5 is the 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. I loved this movie as a kid. I loved the animated series. Now, this was kind of like similar to the comics, and it took some stuff from the animated series, some of the humor. Because the comic books, if you guys ever read the comic books, were really dark and a little violent too. But I love this movie a lot. I thought it was great. It was a little dark at times, had some good humor, had some really cool action scenes. The costumes that the turtles were wearing were done by Jim Henson. So it's a really cool movie, and Splinter looked great. It's got some emotional scenes to it. It's obviously about brothers getting along, working together, becoming a team. A really, really fantastic movie with a lot of great humor. Again, it has some really good action scenes in it, and it's cool because obviously it was practical effects. There wasn't any CGI, like there is nowadays in the remakes, especially that they did for the Turtles, where it's complete CGI. And they actually had martial artists inside of the costumes. And they had Casey Jones right here. Casey Jones is really, really awesome and really scruffy looking. Not like how he looked like in the last movie, where he was all GQ looking. I love the way he looked in this, and it's pretty close to the character. The foot soldiers looked great as well. You gotta love the foot soldiers, and especially Shredder. I love how Shredder looked in this movie. But this is definitely an underrated comic book movie, I think, and also, if I could have, I probably would have put Secret of the Ooze in here, but I think the first one is way more underrated, and it's a lot darker. Don't get me wrong, it's got some humor and whatnot in it, but number 5 is TMNT, 1990. Alright, guys, coming in at number 4 is The Crow. This movie came out in 1994. This was another great movie. Very dark, gothic-like movie. Again, just, Brandon Lee died making this movie, and he didn't really finish a lot of the scenes. A lot of it was actually computer-generated images of Brandon Lee. You guys can see, like, behind the scenes and everything, talking about that. But this is such a great movie. I love this movie. It's obviously about love, revenge. I don't know what to say. This is just a great movie. Again, this is a comic book movie. It has a lot of really strong messages in this movie, and yeah, this is number 4. If you guys haven't seen The Crow, I highly recommend you guys check this out. It's a really, really good movie, and it's got the soundtrack. The soundtrack is one of the best soundtracks for this movie, and the score also is amazing. So yeah, number 4 is The Crow. Definitely check it out. It's a movie I think doesn't get talked about a whole lot. It did spawn some sequels that were nothing compared to the first one. I thought Brandon Lee did a great job in this movie. So there's my number 4 pick. Coming in at number 3 is another childhood favorite. This is the 1991 film, The Rocketeer. It was a Disney movie. This is such a great movie. This movie takes place in the late 1930s, and has to do with Nazis. It has to do with a stunt pilot who discovers a jetpack, and I don't really want to give any much more about the plot away, but another fantastic movie, guys. I love this movie as a kid. This is another one that had a great score to the movie, and I think it was considered a flop. I think that's why we never got any sequels to The Rocketeer, but this is a movie I always rewatched over and over again as a kid. Very fun movie, and I thought the practical effects, as far as the Rocketeer flying, it was done pretty good for its time. And again, it was a Disney film, but didn't get a lot of push, I guess you can say. But I always love the suit too, and I always love the helmet. But yeah, there's my number 3 pick, and that is The Rocketeer. Another movie I used to watch as a kid, the 1990 Dick Tracy movie. Now, this is based off of an old comic strip. Another great movie right here with great special effects, the makeup as far, as some of the characters go. And it's got a really big cast, like with some really well-known characters. I mean, you got Al Pacino right there, but it's got some funky, crazy-looking, like gangster type uh, uh, characters in the movie. Now, this movie again came out in 1990. It did win a few Academy Awards, and I think they were in special effects. But yeah, this movie did it was a box office success. Another great movie though, guys. I definitely recommend you guys check out. It's really kind of like a colorful movie, but it does have a really cool, like it does have a real good like old school comic book kind of vibe to it. So coming in at number 2 is Dick Tracy. All right, guys, coming in at number 1 is the 2012 Dredd movie, the Judge Dredd movie. Now we're not talking about the one that was released back in the 90s with Sylvester Stallone. I don't really like that movie. I didn't even think that movie was a guilty pleasure. But this one here with Carl Urban was an amazing movie. And this movie was like a bloodbath, action-packed. And it's really cool because Carl Urban never takes off the helmet in the movie. But yeah, this is a movie that I think is very underrated. One that I think deserved a sequel. I don't know if it did that great at the box office, but it got pretty good reviews, and I thought they were going to make some kind of a spin-off on Netflix. I don't know what happened to that. Last time that was rumors, and I think I heard that like a couple years back. But this Dredd movie is a definite. If you guys are a fan of Judge Dredd or don't know anything about Judge Dredd, check out Dredd. This is a movie you really have to see. Forget if you guys saw that other one with Sylvester Stallone, forget everything about that. This movie is nothing close to that. This is a great movie, guys, and I highly recommend you guys check it out. All right, guys, so that is my top 5 most underrated comic book movies. Again, this is just my opinion. You guys can let me know in the comments below what you guys think of my list. Give me your list down below in the comments. I want to know what your guys' top 5 is. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, thumbs up the video. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys soon for some more videos and reviews.